Hi everyone, and welcome to week 2 of Digital Web. I'm going to go ahead and go through the content and get you comfortable for the week. So this week I gave you 2 announcements. I'm also going to email them out, so sorry for the spamming, but I do get a lot of questions that make it kind of seem like maybe the announcement section might be glossed over a little bit. So the first thing that I gave you all this week is on just some WordPress goodies that you might use down the line if you choose to go the CMS way of WordPress. Again, we'll get into other options. I gave you a couple of things, elegantthemes.com and Elementor. Those are bonus things that are external out of the course. They're page builders that specifically work with WordPress. They are not free, but if you end up going the WordPress route and you want to do something a little bit more fancy than the basic blog type thing, they are really good site builders that I have used in the past. So feel free to take a look at the bonus content and read through it and check out those themes. For this week, I gave you a couple of things that we're going to be working towards. So you just finished up working on your sitemap plans. There's quite a few readings this week, which I'll go over some of the readings and videos and things that are important not to gloss over. But I just wanted to go over very quickly some of the links that I gave you that are bonus content external to the class. So I gave out a few things. Just some different comparisons, because this week you'll be trying to pick your theme for what you might want to go with for your final portfolio. So meaning the style that your site might have. Now, don't panic as far as having to stick to that theme, because I would say about 50% of you might not stick to the theme that you choose this week. You'll dive in, maybe you won't like the aesthetics of it, maybe you won't be able to customize it as much, and you might, jump ship and pick something else, so it's kind of like, this is what we're doing our best with it. But this is a comparison between the CMS systems, just different things that you can, compare and contrast, if you will, like comparing WordPress. WordPress still is a very big animal in the web world. I'm sure this number has changed because this article is from 2022. And it just talks about the different things that you can use to build a site besides WordPress as well, and kind of like the pros and cons there. And that's external to the class. That's just something that I'm giving you. Some new tools that are out that help make web work more easily, done. I gave you a couple of articles that I thought were really good on that. And then again, the best website builders, the 2024 update. So it's great to just be caught up with what is, the highest rated, what are competitors using to build things. Wix is still up there. It's a great template builder. I've used them a ton of times for clients. But you can read through those bonus articles if you wish. Okay. Let's go up to our module 2. So, okay, let's go over all this information. So the module is covered, basically you're going to be picking a theme, like I mentioned, the style of your website, creating a website with your navigational structure. So these are the things that we're going to be doing. I don't have these pulled up yet. So the resources this week. So all the required resources are here. Again, please read over all this information before you try to tackle the assignments. This is the textbook for the class, basically. So you have your reading, choosing your theme. It talks about, how you will choose the theme and integrate it into Campus Press, which this past week you guys all finished up your installations on. For me, you don't have to use WordPress. You can use another CMS builder if you want. There is a reading on publishing new pages. There is a reading on custom menu designs. There is a video on building an online portfolio. Another reading on how to write an About Me page. So this, besides picking your theme, you'll also be writing all the content for your website. So trying to get everything together, if you're writing a bio, what pieces you might pick might not be done yet. That's fine. We'll be working on that down the line. But really trying to get some of the backbone of your information written down this week. Okay, another reading on personal brand statements, how to make the website your own. Kind of scrolling on down here. So you can go ahead and look through that. There is an optional theme overview article that you can read. And then, of course, all my stuff that I have externally is optional as well. Okay, so the first activity of the week is picking your theme. You could read through the rubric here, and it's basically just figuring out what you want to do. Now, you can post your theme in there. If it's WordPress, you can tell me specifically what you're doing through Campus Press. And there's a couple of different things that you can do here. So I gave you also, this is from the first week, it's under your announcements area. So Envato Elements, if you don't want to use a freebie WordPress site, you can also use some, there's a lot on here that's kind of cheap, like $10-15 is not a lot when you're thinking about spending for an entire website. So they have a lot of great themes on here for WordPress if you want to check them out. So if there's something that speaks to you here that you think might be more the route that you want to go versus like the freebie blog looking ones, you have a lot of flexibility in my class. You can do almost anything that you want as far as template builders, okay? There's also, if you want to go, like I said, I mentioned Squarespace, I mentioned Wix. There's also templates here that you can use as well. So if there's something that you think that you want to use, basically just post it to me and we'll go back and forth one-on-one throughout the course, kind of working on what things you want to change, what things you want to keep. Okay, so that's your theme selection. And then your activity is your written content. Look through the rubric to make sure you fully understand what you need to post here. But I'll just go over some of the basics with you so that you understand that. So it's basically just giving all your visitors the information that you need for your site. And a lot of this stuff will change as we, go through the site and figure out like what pages you want, what pages you don't want. But under the directions sections, it gives you some prompt questions like what are your personal values, what are your career goals. These are things that are going to help you write the content for your page. Okay, so it says, write the body copy for the About Me page for your portfolio site, what to consider. And all the questions in here will help you kind of write that. And then, we'll be working on this later in the course. Okay, so kind of a fun week, actually getting into the website content. And I will see you online. Thank you. Have a great week.